Thank you for joining me today to learn about PATH Crisis Center. We are a non-for-profit agency located in Bloomington, Illinois, and we answer for United Way 211. There's lots more to learn about our agency, so let's get started. So who are we and what are our goals? Well, the mission of PATH is simple and it's in our name. PATH stands for Providing Access to Help to Improve and Save Lives. We are able to do this through three main services at PATH. Through our 211 Crisis Division, which is a 24/7 hotline for information and referral and for talking to those in crisis. Through our Adult Protective Services or Elder Abuse Services, and through our Homeless Services. We are going to go through each of these services in more detail in a little bit, but first let me give you a bit of background about PATH. The evolution of PATH. So PATH actually started out as a drug crisis line. In the early 70s, there was an increase in drug use in McLean County. Community members decided to develop a drug response system which incorporated a telephone crisis service. Once they started the hotline, members saw the need for crisis response as well as information and referral. And thus, PATH was officially founded in 1971 and opened as a 24/7 crisis line staffed by trained volunteers. Today, 50 years later, PATH is still taking calls 24/7 for those in need of support. And now we are accredited by both the American Association of Suicidology and the Alliance of Information and Referral Systems. These certify our ability to deliver high-quality service to our callers who deserve accurate information and speak to well-trained crisis responders. We take our quality of service very seriously, for we answer roughly 60,000 calls annually, and we are the state's largest provider for 211 services, covering over 45 counties in Illinois. We are excited to continue to evolve and hopefully serve these communities for at least another 50 years. Now we'll go back to those three main services I mentioned earlier and break each one down, starting with our 211 and Crisis Division. So 211, what is it exactly? Well, the best way to describe it is 211 is an easy to remember number to access information about health and human services. It is completely free and confidential. And as I mentioned, we provide this for over 45 counties in Illinois. Our 211 also functions as a 24/7 crisis hotline where our call center specialist provides support, safety planning, and concrete steps to help resolve the crisis. We also answer for the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline 24/7 directly for certain counties in Illinois. All of our staff and volunteers are trained to handle suicide situations by safety planning and connecting callers to resources. Speaking of resources, we are able to connect the callers with the information and referrals they need through our database that has over 7,000 agencies and sites and over 15,000 programs. Now I'll give you a quick tutorial of our database. So let's say, for example, you're interested in food pantries in Bloomington. The first thing you'll want to do is put in your zip code. So we'll put in 61701. And then from there, you'll want to look for the main category of food. So we'll click on this food icon. And then here you can see all the subcategories, or in other words, all the different types of food programs that we list. But right now we just want to see food pantries, so we'll click on this drop down here. And we just want generic food pantries, so we'll click on food pantries. And then we can see that there are 17 matches serving the zip code that we entered. And then from there you can look in more detail and save these resources or email them to yourself. There is so much that you can do on this online database, for we have 20 main categories on the database and many more subcategories. And this is totally free and open to anyone who's interested in exploring our database. So now let's go back to the presentation. So if technology really isn't your thing, we can also print directories based on county. However, there is a cost associated with the printed directories. And lastly, we now offer texting, where you can access the same services that have traditionally been done over the phone now via text. To get started, just text your zip code to 898211. Whether you want to call, text, or go online to reach us, know that there's always someone who is compassionate and dedicated to helping you navigate community resources and personal hardships. Our next service that we offer at PATH is Adult Protective Services, or APS. This program investigates abuse reports of persons aged 60 and older and adults with disabilities aged 18 to 59 who are being abused, neglected, or exploited. We directly do casework in McLean and Livingston counties. Additionally, our staff will investigate reports of self-neglect to persons of the same age range. This includes cases of hoarding. We also answer for the statewide APS reporting line after hours in our call center. This line is also completely free and confidential. Our third department at PATH is our homeless services. Through this, we offer outreach to people experiencing homelessness in McLean County. We provide coordinated point of entry where we assess and prioritize housing needs of individuals. We do an annual point-in-time homeless population count to collect statewide data on the homeless population. And we are the lead agency on the Central Illinois Continuum of Care for 11 counties. This coordinates agencies' plans for local homeless services that try to move people from homelessness to self-sufficiency. To access any of these services, you can call our business line to speak with a caseworker. When it comes to providing all of our services at PATH, our core values are always what drives us. Self-empowerment is our first value. We provide the tools for people to reach their goals. Next is sensitivity, where we are respectful of the unique qualities of others, treating all with dignity and equality. Next, community collaboration, where we work with all organizations to achieve community goals. And then, excellence. At PATH, we are committed to innovation and ongoing improvement in all that we do. And finally, accountability and transparency, where it is extremely important to us that we are responsible for our actions and open in our communication. With these core values, we are able to fulfill our mission of improving and saving lives. Of course, we could not truly fulfill our mission without our amazing staff, volunteers, and people in the community supporting us. Thank you so much for taking time today to learn more about PATH. And if you want to learn even more, you can visit us on our website, explore our online database, follow us on Facebook, or give us a call. No matter how you reach us, we are always more than happy to provide you with access to help.